the national title. Bounder over to the left side, right side. Easy play, and Vantro Reed, who else puts a finishing touch on this one as perfection wears purple in Lewiston, Idaho.
Baseball isn't just built to have a winning streak like that.
Baseball is an imperfect sport played by imperfect people.
To run 59 games in a row, it's just impossible. And what they pulled off, we won't see again in our lifetime.
You are going to fail the majority of the time in baseball, and you have to be okay with that.
They call baseball failure sport because, you know, if you get 3 hits and 10 at-bats, you're doing well. So if you fail 7 times out of 10, you're actually successful.
In 2020, I hired Brad Neffendorf to be our head baseball coach. We felt like he was the right guy for the job at the right time.
I still remember my interview. At the end of it, him asking me, hey, do you think there's enough here that you can win a national title? And without this sounding wrong, I said, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
As of the 2025 season, we had never brought home the NAIA National Championship.
It was an ugly fall.
We all knew what to do, but we couldn't put it together much.
Even if we brought 20-some guys back, it's still a roster, there's new guys. How do we form a team as quickly as we possibly can? Rosters get you beat. It's teams that can put you in a position to have a chance to win at a high level.
I don't think I've been around a coach or a program that has the standard that Brad had.
What are we doing? Not good enough.
Everything needs to be done in a way, and it needs to be done like that.
Neff is very intense, but for the right reasons. There's little things that you have to pay attention to day in and day out that mold us. They're not wearing your shoes inside the clubhouse. Your undershirt can't have the logo sticking through the jersey.
He not only wants us to be better baseball players, but he wants us to be better men.
Pretty much Monday through Friday, we're in those cages or on the field doing early work with all the coaches, and then, you know, we'll have a little break, and then we're back at it in the afternoon with everybody together, doing the things that we need to as a team.
Once the season started kicking in, we really gelled.
No matter who it was at the plate, they had the ability and the want to get the job done.
In my mind right now, there's not a clear-cut favorite going into the season like there always has been in years past.
Those first 3 games of McPherson, we played extremely well. And you knew, even looking out there in inning 1, that, like, all right, this team's got a chance to be really good.
Tabor is off to a very hot start to the year, and then we all know how good of a team LSU Shreveport always is year in, year out. So that is a giant matchup.
Game 10 of the year against Tabor. It was probably the one game where we played our least clean, least executed game of baseball in the entire year.
Tabor will take a 1-0 lead here. Tabor still leads 6-5.
We weren't executing to standard by any means.
It was like a postseason game, the second week of the season already. I love that game.
Pilots just looking for that first hit to go their way. Double in the gap from Jose Salarin. Walk-off single for Vantro Reed, and the Pilots score 3 in the final frame to come back. Pilots.
After we walked that game off, Isaac let everybody in the dugout know we won't lose the game the rest of the year. I did not hear it, but when you talk to everybody, they laugh. Like, yeah, no, he said that.
So I called it when we were 10-0, that we were going to be undefeated, never lose again.
I would have probably nicely and professionally told him to keep his mouth shut. You're ridiculous. Go away from me.
The first record we broke was 28-0, and that was the best start in program history for our baseball program.
There's a lot of hours that go into being that talented and having that type of record. And so you got to like each other, or it's going to be tough. And obviously they did.
They were invested in each other. They were invested in, you know, being together in this locker room. They were invested in being in that dugout together, road trips together. They were truly invested in the program.
Doing whatever we can to pick each other up off the field just so that we have that brotherhood on the field.
Texas college game, they go to a baseball game, but a football score broke out.
So that game gets done, and we put the graphic out. I'm scrolling through social media. CBS Sports picks it up. And then all of a sudden, people start paying attention to LSUS and then go, okay, you know, what's this baseball team doing down here?
See a college baseball team beat someone 42-4, and I was like, oh, who's that? Click on it. It's LSUS.
Everybody across the nation, probably across the globe, at least heard the name LSUS.
And with that final out, these LSUS Pilots have broken the all-time NAIA win streak.
Houston Victoria was like the biggest rival in the conference.
If we're going to drop one, it'll be this weekend. I'm okay with that. Like, maybe it's what we need.
Can Schechter find it here? Ground ball, looks like he might read. Tosses to Gom, and that is your ball game. The Pilots, all they do is win.
And I'm like, we might not lose a game.
A streak can be something small, it can be something big. But it was finally starting to be talked about.
It was like, we got to keep this going. And it was just be the guy, be the one that does it today.
I was surprised many times at where the win came from.
It was never the same guys. I mean, we have one day it'd be Jose and Gibby would go have a great game, and then one day it'd be Jackson, Ian, and one day it'd be Angel and Diego.
It's been such a me culture in college athletics right now. And I don't think this team ever had that me mentality. It was all about us as a team.
This program has struggled in the conference tournament for the last 3 years, and have not done well.
48 straight wins, 49 in a row, as they win their 50th consecutive game.
A double play! This perfect season will continue for the LSU Shreveport Pilots, your champions of the Red River Athletic Conference in 2025.
And they are piloting along into regional time.
The regional was the scary one for some reason. That one felt way scarier than the World Series.
We were 1 out away, arguably 2 years in a row from going to the World Series, and we lost on this field out here.
And I think facing that hardship, that adversity in the past couple of years, especially for those returners, probably was what kept them loose moving forward, because they'd been there. They knew what it felt like. They didn't want to feel those feelings again.
The goal for me and for all of us really was just win that regional game and then go take it home at the World Series.
And the way the NAIA does it is you have an opening round, 5 or 6 teams playing against each other, and then the winner of that goes to the World Series.
To me, opening rounds are the toughest thing possible.
Gets a ground ball, Reed, Salerin, Gom, got them both! 52-0. Ground ball, Hankins gets it himself. Look what I found, 53-0.
Live from Pilot Field, it is Championship Wednesday, a trip to Lewiston, Idaho on the line as we get set for first pitch. Today from Pilot Field in Shreveport, Louisiana.
3 pitches in, their pitcher all of a sudden is sweating on the mound, and they call time.
Something concerning here going on the mound regarding Ziegler.
I mean, we're literally 3 pitches into the game. This is the biggest game they've had all year. Coach goes out there, kid comes out.
Draven Ziegler is going to exit this ball game.
Neff gets ejected.
And Effendorf has been tossed.
Other team rallies.
1 run is in, a second runner being waved home. Blowing away for ball 4, and that'll force home a run. Ball 4.
Not what you want.
Into left, Searing will make the catch, and the runner tags from third. That's Stark.
Pierre, can't believe I'm saying this. Came into this inning, Pilots up 9-0, tying run is coming to the plate.
I was like, well, it was a fun story. The streak's over.
2 balls and 2 strikes. DeAndre Gaines, the runner at first. Julian Martinez at the plate.
Pilots looking to soar.
Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Lucas. Grounded to short. This should do it. Sowler and up with it. The short way to second. Reed steps on the bag. Ball game over. The LSU Shreveport Pilots are going to the World Series.
It wasn't even about let's go to the World Series. It was more about the guys that in 2 losses at home the 2 years before, we did it more for them.
We on me, family on 3. 1, 2, 3, family!
When LSU Shreveport qualified for Idaho, I went to the paper and I was like, we got to be there. If they go 59-0, that is just something that we have to see.
In our baseball building, Brad put up a big banner that says the road to Lewiston starts here, and it's got an arrow pointing to our field. So the minute that our team walks into the clubhouse for the very first time, they're seeing that the ultimate goal is to be at Lewiston at the World Series. Now going undefeated into the World Series, historic.
That town of Lewiston comes together like no other for the World Series.
I mean, everyone there was like, I hope you guys win, like, hope you guys stay undefeated.
Grandview hit the ball well, but LSU Shreveport still came away with a pretty convincing victory today. On LSU Shreveport 56-0. Now
they'll play tomorrow as the only unbeaten team left.
1-1 pitch, bounded up the middle, cross the diamond, a stretch at first. And who else to send it there but Jose Salarin?
The main focus was, let's go get to the national title game.
Always the goal is to get there. When you get there, then it's to win it.
I mean, I came here to win a title.
LSU Shreveport, the storyline easy for them, undefeated at 58-0, looking to try and cap off perfection tonight. On the other side, Southeastern looking to try and put their name into that loss column. We talked about it so much. They want that one loss. That team is drooling to get there.
First inning doesn't start out the way that we hoped that it would.
Bottom of the first, a couple of people on base for the opponent.
2 outs, they had 2 guys on. We threw a pitch and the ball gets put in play. We're about to catch it for the 3rd out.
I get under it, catch it.
And they're like, wait, there's a ball in the field, no play. And we're like, what?
Well, the umpires are sending everybody back.
A ball that had no impact whatsoever on the play. And of course, I'm in the crowd, I'm into it, I'm vocal, I'm yelling at the umpires, everybody on the field's yelling at the umpires about that had no bearing on the out. The inning should be over, we should be going and hitting.
Sure enough, we throw the next pitch, they score a run, and we end up not getting through the inning with no runs.
And 2 runs come across to score as the Southeastern University Fire take advantage of second chances.
Well, what we find out later is that ball that got hit onto the field was from my son and Brad's son playing baseball back behind the outfield.
A little taken back, a little disturbed that he was not watching the game. If he wasn't watching, at least he was playing it.
1 run is home to score. Second one scores as well on a triple. Ball almost escapes into the dugout before Brock Lucas goes to cut it off. And double your pleasure, double your fun. The Fire lead at 4-0.
I hit my assistant, I think, in the second. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like, we're not supposed to lose. We just beat them 11-0 two games ago. We got better all around, even with fresher arms on the mound right now. And look at the way this game is going. Like, is this really where it's going to be? In the national title game?
That's how baseball is. It'll bite you. As soon as you think you've got it beat, it'll bite you and bite hard.
I was a nervous wreck.
I was gripping my chair and rubbing my knees. I was like, oh my gosh, let's figure it out, fellas.
And Neff came out to a mound visit, and the center fielder, Ian Montz, looks over at me. And while Neff is ripping the infield a new one, he looks over at me and he goes, I don't know why Neff's upset right now. We got this. We've done this all year.
When Kenny Schechter came in and finally got a leadoff hitter out for us and put up a 0. You could feel the energy a little bit switch to us.
That's all the way to the fence. That one is going to be gone. Ian
Montz and Jackson Syrian end up going back-to-back on home runs.
I felt the energy shift.
In about the 6th inning, we had like a 1-run lead, I think. We came back, and I was barking Neff's ear off, trying to get him to put me in the game. And he's like, if we lose this game, we got to play. You have to start tomorrow, so you can't, I can't put you in. And I'm like, we're not going to lose this game. I was like, put me in the game.
I remember looking over and seeing Isaac Brody with his rubber bands on the fence starting to get loose. And I'm like, we're not losing this game.
Starts off with a bang with a strikeout looking. Will pinch hit. McMullen is going to slap this one into center. 1 pitch, 1 out.
And after the first 2 outs, then I took my last little look at our whole outfield and infield and said hi to all my guys.
With 1 out remaining for a national title. Bounder over to the right side. Easy play.
Just like that, there's 3 outs.
Just boom.
I threw my glove, and I was just like, I didn't feel my legs for a moment.
Perfection wears purple in Lewiston, Idaho.
I don't even remember the last out. I don't. The only thing I remember is hugging my teammates.
I mean, that was probably one of the coolest moments just ever, just being out there and experiencing that.
Undescribable. Something you chase your entire career in sports. There's things that some people never get to experience. And a national championship is something that only a few people get to experience. And only one has gotten to experience an undefeated national championship.
I don't think I even thought about the 59-0 until it finally, you know, all the emotions are kind of starting to get under control. And somebody like, hey man, you realize you guys didn't lose a game, right?
It's going to be a hard goodbye, but it's not a goodbye because they're going to be that these guys are attached to each other forever. And because of that is why they were able to do what they did in this dugout this year. That's the most incredible, historic year in college. That's athletics history. Yeah. Ever.
59-0 doesn't happen.
Nobody else at any level is going to ever do that again.
It's probably more likely that I could jump to the moon than go 59-0.
It was hard to believe, but the LSU Shreveport Pilots baseball team finished 59-0.
What we did was what everybody would say was the impossible.